Hey guys, in this video we are going to look at some of the Python naming rules and also input function in order to get input from the user. So let's get started. Well, there are mainly 6 naming rules that you have to follow while giving a proper name to your variable. So the first rule says that a variable names can contain numbers, letters, underscore sign and dollar sign. For example, name underscore word 123 is the proper way because it contains some words, underscore and also numbers. Second rule is that you cannot start your variable name with numbers. Example 1, 2 name because it will throw you an error. Third rule is that you cannot use the spaces between words. Example, my space age. Again, it will throw an error. Fourth rule says that you can connect your word through underscores and using a camel case notation. For example, my age. This is the type of a camel case notation in which first words of first letter is a small and after that every words of first letter is a capital. And my underscore num is the example of joining two words using underscores. Fifth rule is that you cannot use a hyphens in your variable name. For example, my hyphen name. And the sixth rule is that you cannot use a built-in functions or a keywords like print and def to give a name to your variable. So let's jump to the Sublime text editor and I will show you an example. Okay, so let's start by creating a one variable called my underscore age is equal to 78, and if I print out my underscore age and it says me that 78 because we have a proper naming rules to name our variables. Now create another variable called 78 name is equal to Vishwesh. Now if I print out that 78 name to 8 and if I press a shift plus enter, it says me that invalid syntax because we cannot use a numbers as a first parameter. That is why it throws me a syntax error. Well, input function is basically used for getting an input from the user, and let's say I want to know what is the name of the user, so I type what is the name of the user, and not that input function only and only takes a string as a parameter and it doesn't take any other data types such as an integer or a float or a boolean as a parameter. Now I assign this value to the variable called name, and if I print out that name and inside the console you can see that it waits for the user input, and as soon as I type my name Vishwesh and hit enter, here you can see that it says Vishwesh. So there is a one problem and I am going to show you that problem by creating a one code. First of all, create a one variable and assign a 89 value to it. You can add whatever value you want, but it must be a number. Now I am going to ask a user, hey, please enter the number. Okay, and now I am going to add these both variables together, and as soon as I run my Python script and I enter the number called 78 and I enter, it shows me an error because we cannot add integers and string together, and it says that it is a type error. Now we didn't type any strings inside our console, so why it shows me this error? Because whenever you type something inside the console, it automatically converts into the string, and then we can later on we can convert it into another data type such as a float or integers. Okay, so we will learn about the type conversion into the next lecture.